Right, so today is chest day, so I only do chest once a week because chest is one of my stronger body parts of the upper body anyways. Once I get lean enough, my chest looks pretty good. Once I'm lean enough to see my serratus underneath my pecs, they look pretty good. I spend far more time doing arms and far more volume for arms, shoulders and back. So today I just do 2 chest exercises. They're the only 2 chest exercises I do the whole week. Flat barbell bench press and then stretch push-ups. And then I move on to shoulders and triceps, and that's all there is to my chest day. So I obviously love bench pressing like everyone else. This is the first time I've done a proper 6 months, 9 months of actual barbell bench pressing. So I've spent 6 months off this year, maybe 7 months off 2020 with barbell bench press, my primary lift, and I've managed to get it up about 10 kg. I could do about 110 for 4 or 5, now I can do 120 for 4 or 5. So today I'm going to take you through the workout I've used to bring my bench press up. But I would say that bringing up my squat, my deadlift, and bringing up my back muscle size had just as much to do with bringing up my bench press as the actual benching did. So I start with 60 kg and I go up 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. And the first 2 supersets I use that exercise I was doing beforehand, squeezing the 2 plates together. I forget where I learned this. I think it was Christian Thibodeau. Literally, you just grab the 2 plates, squeeze them together, and fully straighten out your arms, and you can really feel your chest contracting. It's a lovely contraction on your chest. Build up to a top set of what I've been getting is 120, or what I maxed out on this year is 120. And then I go back to 100 and do a max set. Most I've got was 100 for 12. Last few weeks when I've been dieting a few kgs down, don't feel as strong, so you do kind of have to admit defeat a little bit more on heavy barbell bench pressing, heavy barbell deadlifting, heavy barbell squatting while you're dieting. But it doesn't mean the strength is gone as such. It'll come back just as quick as you come out of that lower calorie phase. It always does for me anyway. Go to 100 and try and hit 10 or 12, which is what I've been hitting lately. So if I can match that, I'll be happy on it. Alright, so that was a tough 9, but like I said, when you're dieting you have to give up a bit of weight on the barbell exercises. So after I do my heavy lift on bench press, I do a really heavy set. Like I said, been 120 the last few weeks up till I was dieting, and then going down to 100 for 10 to 12. I move on to one more chest exercise. I'm using pec flies or stretch push-ups, mainly stretch push-ups the last few months. So I'll do 2 sets of failure on them, and then into shoulders and arms for the rest, or shoulders and triceps. Okay, so with stretch push-ups, I like to obviously stretch the chest as much as possible, so really low at the bottom, But then other tip would be not to come up all the way at the top. The last bit of any press is just triceps. So I'll be doing triceps later in the workout. So I don't need to be working them just as hard on these. Really isolate the chest, go to that where the chest is fully stretched. It's about 3/4 the way up. And then just go to failure on 2 sets with about 60 seconds break. On the second set there, I'll do a 10-20 second isometric pause in the stretch position at the bottom of the movement. And my chest will be more than enough worked for the whole week from just doing those 2 exercises properly. I love this exercise. Press-ups are very underrated. I do like to keep my ass up pretty high as well. A lot of people when they're doing press-ups, their ass sags down low, and you're not gonna stretch the chest as much. So keep your ass up a bit higher and train to failure. The first shoulder exercise is got from John Meadows and Paul Carter, big advocates of this, and it's really helped my shoulders as well, my rear delts. So we've got really heavy dumbbells, started off with 20s, start of the year I'm up to 27s now, and do 100 rear delt swings. So I'll show you what a swing is. So it's not quite a full fly, just into this position and swing out for 50 reps. It's brutally hard with such high reps. It's heavier weight because of the shorter range of motion. Even one set in, and rear delts just pump up straight away. Just fill up, so try and keep short breaks. So almost like it's a higher intensity, almost like an intensity technique, almost like an extended set or a drop set or something. 50 reps, minute break, just to like catch my breath, straight back in, 30 more reps. Then minute break, straight back in, and 20 more reps for 100 reps. Literally, you only takes 5 minutes max, and your shoulders, your rear delts will just be pumped massive straight away after it. Really complete pump with the rear delt. Alright, next exercise, shoulder superset. These are spider walks. Heard them from John Meadows last year. Brilliant exercise because you keep constant tension on the shoulders. So it's like a lat raise, keep constant tension on the shoulders because you have to hold out against the band. Just walk up and down the wall. I really feel these fire up my delts, and it's really easy to get a pump in anything I do after these in my delts because this has already filled them up with blood because of the constant tension of it. So I walk up and down 3 times usually. Start with a weak enough band, but I started off with a weak enough band, but as the years gone on, and I've used this exercise a lot for warming up my shoulders, I've moved on to 2 bands. My shoulders are burning there already. It's twice. With this front plate raises, so not an exercise I would have done much of before this year either. Triceps today, the first exercise, contraction, is rope extensions. Doesn't get any more basic than that, but what I do is stand heavy enough go to failure, take 10 seconds rest. Go to failure again on lighter weight, 10 seconds rest. Failure again on lighter weight. So lighter weights, drop sets, extended sets, especially after bench pressing. So do something like pushdowns first. So exhaust the tricep in the contracted position. You'll go lighter. Then on your skull crushers or your extension exercises, where you feel the stretch more, you get a better pump on your training arms. That's what it's about, stretching and getting a good pump. Now we'll try to use big heavy weights on any of your arm exercises. So, sometimes with tricep extensions, as you fatigue, you won't be able to lock out all the way at the bottom. That's fine, just as long as it's not happening in your first 3 or 4 reps, and it's not happening on your last 3 or 4. Last exercise of the day, finish off the triceps, decline extension with kettlebells. I love this exercise. I'm not sure what it is exactly about the kettlebell. You feel a bigger stretch down the bottom. You really feel your triceps work that bit harder than the dumbbell. I'm not sure exactly what it is that makes the kettlebell make you feel the triceps more, but we'll go into it. And I'll do 3 sets of 12 to 15 higher reps. And the main tip on these is to keep your elbows pointing towards the ceiling, so that when I bend, my forearm will touch my bicep. And not to turn it into a pullover style movement where my elbows are going forward and back the whole time. So again, short breaks on these, about a minute long. And that's my push day. I've been doing a very similar push day to that all year long. A few swaps on exercises like the tricep exercises, the shoulder exercises. The bench press and that layout stayed in very similar all year long. I loved this chest day, absolutely loved it. Brilliant pump on the chest, brilliant pump on the shoulders and triceps. Feel really full after it. Bench press was going up a little bit all year long, so I highly recommend it. If chest is your strong point, you only have to do it once a week. If chest isn't your strong point, you can do that workout twice a week, no problem. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up.